Okay, I said that I wish I had access to land. And I got what I wished for, right? I have access to land. But unfortunately, I don't have access to the use of this land. So I'm still in containers. I'm grateful to be here and it's all great, you know. But I want to show here that you don't necessarily need land to have an orchard. Okay, so here is my little tiny mini orchard, which is just like what, almost 2 years old. And this one is one of my newest trees, and it's a dwarf variety pear tree. It hasn't taken off. I don't know if it's gonna be all right because when I took it out of the container, I got it from Home Depot on sale, it was $13. But when I took it out, the root ball didn't look like it usually looks. So I'm holding off. I don't know what's gonna happen with that guy. And this tree, this is a baby plum. This one, I guess we're growing it from a branch that fell off of its mother tree, which is right here. This is what's called a weeping Santa Ana plum. And this one here is almost 2 years old. It was also purchased, and it looked just like this one, bare root. This one has no fruit on it yet, but I'm sure it's gonna have fruit because it looks really healthy and really full, and it's not even all the way like into spring yet. Okay, next door neighbor. This is a golden berry. The golden berries are so good. They're so delicious. And when you open them, they look just like this. This is when you know they're ripe. And if you smell it, oh my gosh, it smells and tastes like a cross between a Starburst and a Sour Patch. I promise you, it's really delicious. And then inside of here are a bunch of seeds. I'm gonna go ahead and eat that one because yeah, yeah, sour. This one's sour because it's early in the season. But this is another one that's ripe. And, oops, did it fall? Dang, that's how ripe it is. Let me grab it. I'm gonna grab that. I want to eat that later. Let me set it to the side. Okay. And then here's another one. I don't have any that are not ripe to show you, but these are so easy to propagate. Like I had a fallen limb and I stuck it in some soil and I got a whole new plant. I moved it. It was over here with its mom, but I moved it. Okay, next door to this one is a peach tree. Oh my gosh. Okay, so all my trees, let me go back. All my trees started off like that way. Bare root, okay? And they're all dwarf varieties. But these are peaches. These are baby peaches. If you can see on the other side, it's starting to blush, okay? All right, and next door to that is, this is the cherry, dwarf variety cherry. And last year, it was so sad. I was like, there's no cherries. And this year, the same. I don't see any cherries yet, but I'm assuming they're coming. This tree is probably about 7 feet tall. So I could trim it and it'll be shorter, but I'm not ready to do that yet. Now, this apple tree. This apple tree is another dwarf variety and has 5 different kind of apples on it. I leave the tags on until I'm getting fruit so I know what I'm doing. But look already, apples. And you can see this tree is going to be about 6.5 feet tall. Apples. And this one, I put that on there to support it. Look, apples. Look at all those. And they're 5 different kinds. And more apples here. Now this is a pomegranate. And I grew this pomegranate from a pomegranate that I found in the neighborhood. No shit. I took the seeds out and I was like, I'm just gonna grow a pomegranate. And look, it's growing. And then this guy is another one that I did from seed, and this one too. There's a fourth one somewhere around here. I don't know where it is. But anyway, pomegranate. Look how short this is. Pomegranate can be grown as a bush. This comes up to like maybe 3 feet, maybe 3.5 feet. Grapes, same thing. Don't need a lot of space. So grapes. Oh, and I'm all in containers, right? Look at this. This is a 10-gallon grapes. This is the newest grapes that we acquired. And here's one of the goji berry babies that I was telling you about. Look at it. It just did it on its own, right? So I separated it. When I came over there to the mother tree, I found it in there. I said, oh my God, get out of here. So I took him out, put him in here, doing fine. Then there's another cutting somewhere, or just a dropping that I'll show you when it fell off, branch that fell off. These are berries in sandbags, berries, berries. And a berry that sprouted by itself, it has roots, so I'm waiting for it to do something so I can give it away. Okay. And we're only talking about trees and stuff right now, so I'm keeping the grapes in that category for now. Grapes. Okay. And so I'm going to walk around over here to my other trees. I can go this way. You can have an orchard, I'm telling you. Okay, so this is my fig tree. Everything in containers, y'all. Everything. So this is a fig tree. It's a dwarf. And you know what? It might not be a dwarf, but I'm going to make it a dwarf. So, because it was getting pretty tall. It was like, this is probably about 6.5 feet. It was about 7 feet, and I chopped off the top. So that's called topping it. And so hopefully it'll stay short. And when I did that, as soon as I did it, it started to bush out right here. You see all these bushy leaves? And then this is from the cutting. I was going to see if I could propagate. It didn't work out. But these are all like from it being bushy. From it bushing from my cutting. More berries. I'm just showing you because they're here. Berries. And they're all in containers, and everyone just fine. I got fruit from them last year. This is an apple tree. Now this isn't a variety brand. It's a Fuji apple tree. I always get that mixed up. Fuji. Fuji's a place. Fuji's an apple. Okay. So this is a Fuji apple. Last year was so good. They are so super sweet. And this poor guy, he's in the tiniest container. I've been wanting to move him, but it's so big and heavy, and I don't really have help every day, all day when I'm out here in the garden. So he's struggling in this container. Well, not struggling, he's thriving in this container, and I just fertilize it, add topsoil, and I have a little room to grow. He has a thick layer of mulch. See, look, I'm going down. Probably, look, I haven't even touched soil yet. Yeah, that deep of mulch on top, because I want the apples to be juicy and sweet. And here's one apple coming in. I don't know if I got that on camera. Yeah, one apple right here. And there's a bunch. And this one's going to be productive. It always is. Avocado, which hasn't produced any fruit yet. And I think there was some kind of problem with this apple tree. Like, there's insects on it. And also, I noticed this limb turned black in this one too. So I'm probably going to dig it up and check out the roots to see what's going on. Okay, and then this one is another, I believe it's a peach. Yeah, this is a dwarf peach. And look, I got something biting on it, probably the birds, but that's okay. It's okay. Little peaches here, and this one is only about 5'5". Dwarf variety. This is another one of my avocado trees. Okay, and then here is, I forgot what this one is. This is, oh, pear. A dwarf pear. I could swear there's pears on here. Oh yeah, here it is. Already starting. Okay, it's only April. And I can't reach over there, but I'm gonna go over here. Hold on, because I see a little issue. I don't know what this is. Maybe because it was so hot recently. But this is a little bit of sun damage. But you can see there's fruit on this one too. Okay, and I'm gonna take you around. Mango. This is goji berry. Goji berries don't need a lot of space. Look how small it is. It's black goji berry. And this is blueberry. This blueberry tree is kind of tall. It's about 7 feet tall maybe, and my daughter got me this one. I don't know, I think I need to get better on this one because it hasn't really produced a lot of blueberries, though it had a lot of blueberries the first year she got it from me. This is about 3 years old, but I think I wasn't acidifying the soil and doing a few things in there. I think I don't need to compost in here, but I have been composting directly in pot, so I'm going to start doing that and give this tree a chance to thrive. Okay, and then this are baby little squashes, but they're not exactly squash. I just call them squash because that's the easiest thing for me to call them. They're actually called white sapote, S-A-P-O-T-E, and they're gonna get big, and you can cut them, and they taste just like a cross between apple pear. Not that sweet, doesn't taste like much. You could just make it taste like whatever you want. And last but not least, the guava. I'm stopping here because my fingers are getting tired of holding this phone this way, but this is essentially all of my trees, and I'm gonna tell you, you can have these trees in your patio. None of them are tall. All of them are in containers. Oh, forgot one. Banana. Now this banana tree though, it's been hot, so look at it. It's so beautiful, but it hasn't given bananas, and I believe this one will not fruit unless we put it in the ground. So there you have it. There you have it. Get yourself some trees, some fruit trees.